Good morning. It's Saturday. Gonna do my quick ice bath before heading into jujitsu for the kids class. 52 degrees. It is actually, it's actually 52 for once. Get everything done. Gonna mix it up for that thermal barrier so it's moving a little bit when I get in here. And away we go. So I've been actively trying to get my wife to get into the cold plunge, even for 30 seconds. So I'm going to be tagging her in this, and yeah. So I did, put the temperature up a little bit for her. That way, she can start getting there instead of doing 42. 52 is still pretty cold. And I think from the research I've been doing is anywhere from like 60 down to 45, and in between that is pretty good. Like 50, 55 is optimal. I just do it because at this point it just feels good. So I'm not 100% sure what the true metering or the right portion of it is to be like what temperature to be in at, but I definitely 52 I think is actually pretty legit. Makes me feel a lot better. So that being said, I'm gonna get her into the cold plunge. So how kind of helps hopefully help her with her autoimmune disease, and she should be hopping into the sun every single day too, but one step at a time. So I know she can get after it. She's pretty tough, but awakening your mental toughness with the cold plunge. Because it's not ideal. Some people probably start to enjoy it, but I think Huberman said that if you start to enjoy it, the benefits go down. Because getting up and doing like hard things challenges your brain. It does something. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but they say it's all good for you. Since I've been doing it, I don't know how many days it's been, but I should probably try to look into that and see. I know I started, I think, about the middle of January, and I've been doing one every day since then. So I should probably try to figure that out, kind of down to a T. Been following a lot of interesting guys that are doing cold plunges, or one guy's doing them, did it in a river. Like, that's legit. I wish I could hop in a river and do a cold plunge. But for right now, this is going to have to suffice. But the other guy, with that ice chest and everything like that, that's crazy. That's legit. But get your cold plunges in. All this stuff can go hand in hand with just on top of recovery from. And I'm doing jiu-jitsu pretty regularly, but fortunately I can't today because we have to go to a housewarming party. But yeah, anyways, so for that, it's just basically getting into the cold water, getting some form of exercise, taking your vitamins, supplements, drinking water, staying hydrated, and just challenging your mind mentally to get after it with whatever you're doing. And that is difficult for a large portion of the world. And I see it every day. So whether you're just a dude in the garage, doing jiu-jitsu, hopping in the cold plunge every day, or you're just somebody who's doing his best to take the cold showers, getting after it in your own way, doing something you normally wouldn't do or want to do every single day is, a good start to being mentally tough and getting after it. Like I said, I'm just an average dad. That's why I started these channels and these videos and everything, because at this point I'm just average. So if it works for me, it can work for high performing athletes and people that are really getting after it. But at the same time too, we're all humans. So at the end of the day, the only thing that really changes is that we get up, get after it, and get it done. That's all. And that can mean anywhere from getting up, cleaning the house, taking care of your kids, your husbands, your wives, going to work for 10 hours, getting after it at the jiu-jitsu gym, or going to lift weights, or doing all that. I should go and lift again, but I don't. So it's the cold plunge, the sauna, and jiu-jitsu, and getting after it at work and at home and in life. Like what Jocko says, and in life. So I do a lot of that. I'm rereading for like the 100th time. Realistically, it's probably about 8 times. Extreme Ownership. Actually, when our executive team comes back from their housing meetings, they've been gone for almost 2 weeks, I'm going to present them with Extreme Ownership, the dichotomy of leadership, just a little kit that they can, really look at. And it's something that for the last 9 years I've used to just make me better. Man, I'll tell you, I like to think, I've read it this many times or this and that. Dude, the lessons I've learned, the lessons I've listened to, the lessons I've learned from Jocko and from Left. JP Donnell, if you listen to his podcast, you will learn a lot from him. He's one of the Echelon Front trainers, and he also worked with Left and with Jocko, but he needs to freaking get a book written on top of that. But if you can't get to the book right away, listen to his podcast. Listen to the Jesus and Jiu-Jitsu podcast, and get after it in that aspect, because those guys' lessons will tell you and teach you so much about life. And you know what? You have to absorb it. You have to have your mind open to it, to the lessons that anyone teaches in those type of roles. Because if you can't change your mindset, you might as well just throw away the rocks in the well. You're not going to learn anything. You're not going to gain anything. You have to change your mindset. Your mindset is the main focus and should be changed. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.